Everyone, just an update on my terrible grass over here. This part now filled in, right? It didn't cover and probably didn't give it enough water, so still that way. I did put a thing of lime on my grass. It's my grass. I still have some bare spots, but it's filling in. It's the end of the season, as you can see. It's fall. It's hard to see. It's really sunny today, but it's my grass. I put some lime down yesterday night, evening, after work. But there's a lot of issues going on with my grass, including ants, grubs. I gotta put a lot of stuff on that. I hate putting things on my lawn because of my kids. They love to play on it, so I put very minimum, little amount of stuff on it. I like to have a super lush lawn, but with kids always on it, I don't think it'll ever happen. But I have a lot of weeds here. Gotta put some pre-emergent this year. Again, if you guys haven't seen my other videos, this lawn hasn't been taken care of in like 15, 20 years. So when we got this house, we just a few years ago, we hired a landscaper and they kind of did nothing, made it look worse. And so we got a new one, and that's me. So I seeded over here. I put some fertilizer, not fertilizer, but what? Lime. See these brown spots? We also got Starbucks coffee grinds. That's a slow release fertilizer, soil conditioner. Spread it out through it. I don't know if it works any well. I'll let you know. Oh, there's finally grass starting to grow down all the way down here. But this grass is coming in much better. It's a lot shadier. We put tall fescue here, so I think the shade helped. But also top dress the seeds. So put a small top layer of topsoil on. There's some grass growing down here. I mean, it wasn't great. It's really late in the season. As you can see, all the leaves already falling. And someone threw some glass in my yard. One of these trees. That's nice. Thanks. Good. I gave the grass a cut, mowing it high since it's fescue, but you can see them growing. It's growing. It's all growing in. Still a lot of moss. This is actually not my yard. This is I'm actually into my neighbor's property right now. But I told him I'd oversee his too. Up to here. My side's not doing as well. There's a lot of shade here, so if you haven't seen I've got 2 patches of sod. And they did well in the shade, so decided to seed instead of sodding. See how it goes. If it grows well, then some more trash. People just throw stuff out their windows. It always ends up in my yard as it blows downhill. I'm right on top of a large hill. It goes down there. But this is my grass. We'll see what the lime does for it. Some pollution over there too. Look at this, all this trash always blowing into my yard. Same with leaves. Look at all these ant mounds, if you can see them. I think this is part of the problem. Like, oh, there's so many bugs. These little black spots. From post-emergent broadleaf killed a lot of the dandelions and all that. But I have a ton of crabgrass I need to put pre-emergent this year. Hopefully prevent it from growing. Oh, there's trash away. Hi, trash. Look, my mailbox is loose too. What do you think I should do to fix that? There's pollution everywhere. No matter what I do, it always ends up on my lawn. Over here is real bad around this tree. I'm gonna mulch it. I ordered some free mulch from a local arbor. I'll find out if they ever show up. It's been a while. He told me he was gonna bring some, but never heard back from him, and I messaged him. So I know there's a lot of arbors that give away their chips, the wood chips. It's very expensive to go dump at the local dump, so it's easier and cheaper for them just to give it away. So if you need natural wood chips, now these are going to be wood chips that are not colored or dyed. It's going to be natural color. It's going to have a lot of leaves in them. It's going to have a lot of other junk. You might not want to put it into flower beds and stuff like that without putting some kind of pre-emergent or mesh, because you don't know what's mixed inside those natural bark wood chips, or wood chips, whatever they're called, mulch. And here's a beer spot. We had a little play pool here for the kids this summer, and as you can see, it wasn't great on the grass. The clover's growing back in nicely. Got plenty of that on this lawn. You got this going on, some grass, some weeds. The good thing, this is Bermuda. As you can see, it's starting to grow back in itself. Always creeping, that Bermuda. If you give it an opportunity, you'll do it. Self-repairing lawn, they call it. It's more of this. Yeah, so the natural wood chips or mulch do have weeds and stuff. A lot of people like to keep them out, but I heard for a few months, let it settle, let everything dry out, all the leaves and stuff. So when that comes in, we're going to find out. But back to the lawn. It's kind of long over here. I need to line trim it. Got a lot of rain lately. This is why there's a lot of wood trees down here. If you listen, you can hear them cleaning up down the street. There's a lot of trees fell. This trees over here fell, which was kind of a blessing, because I was going to cut some of these trees down. Just blocking this whole area. Look at all these vines that are growing up there. How am I supposed to get through those vines? I have no idea. I cut and I cut as high as I could. And this old pine needs to go. Look how bad it looks too. All scraggly, being choked out by these trees. It looks terrible. I put my chainsaw, or electrical saw, to it later. Actually don't have a chainsaw right now. I've always been afraid of power tools for some reason as a kid. It's my house. It's a lot bigger than it looks. It looks like a small little Cape Cod, but these work. It's beautiful magnolia tree for my neighbors. And then this tree that was cut down. These were cut down by the utility company, actually. Some of them, if they fell. The markings over here. A lot of trees. You can see all the trees are cut down. Next to these magnolia leaves. The leaf blowing in the background too. Neighbor always blowing his leaf, making his yard look beautiful. He's a beautiful one. Probably hates me, or the neighbors that lived here before. Ugly lawn. As you can see, there's a lime in this grass. Side grass, yes. It's all mostly weeds. It's all dry here. It's compact Georgia clay. I dressed it up here. Tried to grow Sun is so strong. Oh, I got a gift from my roofer. Got a new roof put in, so. Got some shingle. Now we had a huge hailstorm. I'll put a link to it in the description, but I had to get the roof replaced. It strips out all, see these little gravel things? When the hail comes, these little gravel things get knocked off. It's ruined. This is what protects your roof. And a sure way to know that you got hail damage is if you check your downspouts and you see a lot of that sand, you know that hail, granules, you know that hail damaged it. Ripped off that protective layer. Now, if you get too much of this protective layer, it does wear out through the years. That's why you need to change your roof. Then it's no longer protecting your roof from storms and rain. It's just gonna seep right in. It's gonna go right into that asphalt, whatever that is, that tar. Gonna go right in the to the seams. Yeah. My lawn's, it's not so great. My driveway's even worse. My trash needs to go out. Trash just came today, but this is extra stuff that we don't need. Kids' toys galore. Murano. Just things fixed. This is my work area. I'm like, this canopy is so great. It's so hot in the Georgia sun. But this canopy, they grew it perfect. It covers right the whole area around here and keeps it nice and shady. Now, if you go over here, we're gonna get a look at my downspout. Oh, see all this? This was all from my old shingles. All that stuff. If you see that coming from your downspout, you know that it's no good, that your shingles got damaged and you might want to get it inspected. Well, thank you for listening, guys. Have a great day. Bye.